EGM Network.
From Studio A in sunny Florida, welcome to Beauty and the Beach Radio, where it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. Today's show is brought to you by Dale Sorensen Real Estate. And here's your host and glamour girl, makeup artist, Cindy Goetz.
Hey guys, this is Cindy Goetz. Welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio, where it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. And guys, I just want to share something with you. So I'm at this birthday party, okay? And just this past weekend, and I overhear a nurse talking to someone whose dad just got a really bad sunburn while lobstering in the Keys. And she says, drink lots of water, this nurse. And I'm thinking, wait, no aloe? No cold press? So, I'm like, what about like a magical, after sunburn cream, And she's like, she looks at me and she says, the damage is already done. You have to hydrate from within. Well, that really stopped me in my tracks. I'm like, huh. And that's when I thought, okay, let's dig into this. What else do I think I know about sunbirds that might be totally wrong? All right. And this is a big deal, Cindy. We live in Florida, and it's a subject we've not even covered, but it's huge. So today we're busting myths, confirming facts, and giving you the real scoop, you guys, on how to help your skin after a sunburn. And trust me, in Florida, this is survival knowledge. So guys, let's just do sunburn 101. Like, what exactly is a sunburn? Okay, so here you go, guys. When UV rays from the sun hit your skin, they do two things, okay? Are you ready? Number one, the UV rays damage DNA. That's right, you heard me. Your DNA inside your skin cells. The UVB rays in particular, you got A and B, but the ones that are the penetrating are the UVB rays, are energetic enough, okay, to damage the DNA in your skin cells directly. This really is kind of scary when you break it down to science, right?
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. Who would think that?
Right. So think of it as your skin's blueprint, your DNA, getting scratched or smudged, all right, when it gets sunburned. That's how you have to think of it, that your blueprint is getting all smudged up or scratched up or damaged when you get a sunburn. So, yes.
And the other thing is, and they say this so many times, that the largest organ in your body is your skin.
Yes.
So look at all the DNA you're impacting if you're doing this.
Amen, Cindy. So the second thing, so the sunburn is one, damaging the DNA. Yes, you heard me right. I'm not over exaggerating. Two, okay, the UV rays trigger an immune response, okay? Your body senses the damage, all right, and sounds the alarm, whoop, whoop. Calling immune cells to the area to repair the injury. That immune response equals inflammation. I know you know what I'm talking about. You've had that sunburn, and then before you know it, your arm starts to swell, your ankle starts to swell, your feet start to puff up, right, from the sunburn.
Right. Yeah,
yes. So because it's essential radiation, it basically is radiation damage, the skin cells may die off, peel away, and be replaced with new cells. So once this happens, you guys, once you've got that sunburn, it's about healing, not reversing. So when your all-day beach and sunburn creates radiation damage to your skin cells, your body responds by sending blood to heal it, which is why you look beet red.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Skin can keep getting redder for up to 24 hours after you're out of the sun. Cindy, I know this has happened to you. It certainly has happened to me, where you've been at the beach, you've been outside at a sports event, and you got a little pink, but you're like, ooh, I escaped really getting a bad sunburn. Right. I think I'm okay. And the next morning you wake up and you are beet red. Have you ever had that happen?
Yeah,
that delayed, like, oh crap.
Especially like your back or something that's usually not out. Your arms, maybe not so much. I've done that, but my back and my legs are.
The legs. And my nephew and his wife from Virginia, and she's from Connecticut, God bless her, super white skin. You can picture it, right, Cindy?
Right.
They came to visit me for a few days here in Florida, and they got so red. And what was really awful, and people forget to do their feet because you're walking in the sand, you're walking in the water. Well, if you don't put that sunscreen on your feet, their feet got so swollen, red, blistered. It was terrible. I really felt bad. And then you can't wear shoes. It's so miserable.
I didn't think about that too. Your feet. Yeah. Wow.
Because you know, typically what happens, you get to the beach, you've already got your feet in the sand. Well, now sand's on it, so you really don't want to be putting lotion on your feet. So typically the feet do get neglected. So, so we all, I can't say we all, but certainly in Florida, we have experienced at least one day in our life a good sunburn. Yeah. So, okay. So Cindy, we're going to do a little myth or fact or myth. Okay. So you're going to help me with this. A fact or myth about sunburns. Okay. Number one, Cindy, if you put aloe on right away, it stops the burn. Myth or fact?
Well, from what you just said, all of it is a myth. I mean, I never knew aloe, honestly, until I moved south.
Oh, really?
Never heard of it before.
Okay, so it's a Florida thing?
Well, I don't know if it's Florida, but I mean, I never really, back in my day, not to be that way, that's what we did was sit outside and got the darkest tan that we could. We didn't use sunscreen. There was no such thing as sunscreen. We actually did the opposite, to do whatever you could to percolate yourself.
I know.
We did.
Well,
yeah, we did.
So you are correct. It is a myth. Aloe soothes, but does not undo the damage. Okay, so it may soothe some of the swelling, but it's not going to undo the damage. Okay, so number two, myth or fact on sunburns: a base tan protects you from burning.
No, it doesn't.
Very good,
I know
Cindy.
that for a fact.
And most people feel that, though. They really think that if their skin is darker, they've got a base tan, they're not going to burn.
No, you still can burn.
Yeah.
I've had it happen, and I have darker skin.
Yeah. So you are correct, Cindy. That is a myth. It's still UV damage. Damage is damage. Okay. Number three, Cindy, myth or fact: only fair-skinned people get sunburned.
No. Myth.
Yeah, total myth. Darker skin can burn as well.
Yeah, it does. I know people that it's happened to, ones that I used to work with that had really, really dark skin, and I used to goof on them and say, I'd lift up their shirt sleeve or whatever and say, okay, here's the dark, and this is, not as dark, so you definitely do. And they'd be like, no, that doesn't. And I know, yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, sunburn, myth or fact. Number four, drinking water helps heal a sunburn.
I think drinking water heals anything.
Everything?
Yeah,
yes.
Honestly.
Yeah, good answer, Cindy. And you're right. It is a fact. Hydration does help skin repair. Like you said, our skin is our largest organ, and it absolutely loves water. So whether you're in the sun or not, I think is Cindy's point, drink your water.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it does help.
Yeah, it does help. All day long.
All day long. Yeah. Number five, fact or myth: sunscreen once a day is enough.
No.
Correct, Cindy. You're so smart. That is a myth. You reapply every 2 hours.
Yeah,
in the ideal world.
Okay, I was going to say that I didn't know. The time frame I didn't know.
Yeah, in the ideal world. I mean, if you're not, if you're out in a boat for 3 hours and left the bottle, that's fine. Just when you can. If you're going to continue to stay out, just reload it up when you can. But every 2 hours is ideal. Number six, cloudy days. Myth or fact? Cloudy days are safe.
No. Myth, totally. It's some of the worst days.
It is because you don't feel it.
Yep.
Yes.
You don't feel it.
So, yes, that is a myth. Up to 80% of UV rays still get through. That's a lot of UV rays. Yeah.
It is.
It's a lot of radiation.
You know what? I think anytime you walk outside, that's it. Not to be Debbie Downer, but I mean, you always, even walking your dog, walking whatever, yard work, you're all out there.
Well, and another thing we kind of forget about, because you're talking about everywhere we go, our cars. If your left side, can get a lot of sun if you are the driver. Your left side of your face, your hand, your arm,
your knee, leg, if your window's open.
I believe in Asia, if I'm correct, they actually wear gloves, especially when they're driving. So that they don't get sun damage on their hands.
Oh, That's a good thing to know.
I mean, it's smart.
It is smart.
It really is, because I actually have a little dot right here, and I believe that's from sun, on my hand.
Yeah.
And that is on my left hand. That's on my driver hand. So, all right. So what can help a sunburn? So we just talked about the facts and the myths, but let's get to it. So what helps a sunburn? So we already found out it's not just putting aloe on. As a kid, I thought that was the heal-all. You put some aloe on and you're going to be good to go. Well, no, that honestly is just to make you feel good, but it doesn't actually speed up the process or help the sunburn. So what helps? One, we already discussed it, hydration. And that's what the nurse was talking to the friend about with her dad's sunburn. She said, he's got to hydrate. And by the way, the sunburn was it was already cracking and peeling. You know the kind, right, Cindy, where it's just like layers of, you kind of look like a reptile. The skin is all peeled off. Yeah. It was a bad burn.
Yeah, I've known people that have my younger brother has really fair skin, and he would get it where it's just blisters and stuff, and it just to look at it, it's so sad. Oh wow.
Yeah, you just know without even knowing the facts. You're like, this can't be good.
No.
So,
and it hurts.
Yeah. So what? So let's talk about hydration. You can obviously drink water. Coconut water is good, you guys. Anything with electrolyte, the electrolyte drinks. So definitely hydrate. That is key. Not a soda.
Yeah.
All right.
And some of the electrolyte drinks, you and I have had the discussion, have way too much sugar in them too. You got to be careful of that too.
You really do.
You do.
This is not an endorsement, but I have switched to Gatorade Fit. I did research it, and Gatorade Fit is a low-calorie electrolyte drink, but it doesn't have artificial sugar. Like even I used to drink Gatorade Zero, but it had the artificial sweetener, which actually messes up your body. So I do like the Gatorade Fit.
You know, that's another thing. We had it on another show. The sunscreen, I get that, but then there was so much information too. Is some of them are bad. They're not really the best. What's the information for that? I mean, there are more natural ones too.
You know what?
I don't know.
Great question, and I actually don't have that covered. So we'll have to cover that in another show.
But I mean, just be mindful too. Like if you think just because you're putting on 50 or whatever it is, it's the best thing. Be mindful what the ingredients are.
Yeah. 100%, Cindy. So what helps the sunburn? Hydration, cool the skin, a cool compress. Again, we're talking you've already done it, right? So the sunburn is already there. A cool compress really does help. That's free. That you can pull out a bag of frozen peas from your freezer, lay it on your leg, wherever, just something nice and cool. Moisturize. Again, damage is done. How are you going to help it? You can use your aloe. Okay, that's just going to soothe the skin. Any type of unscented lotion will help prevent the peeling. So there you go. And then pain relief. Just a simple ibuprofen or aspirin can help with some of that inflammation. Of course, you want to consult with your doctor on that. And then rest. Guys, I don't need to tell you this. No further sun exposure until you're healed. Let that skin heal. It will heal. The nurse said, and we know this, that we regenerate our skin. We're kind of like a snake. We keep sloughing off the old and bringing in the new. So she said it will regenerate itself. So guys, and maybe you're a fisherman, or maybe you're out all the time, and that turnaround is hard. I get that. So wear clothing from head to toe, cover that skin up.
You know what? I was going to say two things, and it's interesting that you got to talk with a nurse, because I find that fabulous information. Is I would treat it, call me whatever, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse or anything, like any other burn. I mean, that would be a level, whatever the level, what they would do for those kind of burns.
What we just talked about, it's radiation.
Right.
I mean, so it is you're right, Cindy. Absolutely.
I mean, whatever they do in the hospital or ER or whatever for people that come in with burns. Yeah. I mean, I know there's different chemical types or whatever, but still. And the other thing is that I see more and more people do it, and I know people in my family do it, or wear the UV clothes.
The UV clothes are huge.
And the swimming UV clothes.
If you're going to be out like a fisherman, or you're a lifeguard, someone, or you even are one of the workers on the roadways.
Anything.
Yes, wear those. And sometimes when I run the beach, I'll wear the SPF clothing. I'll wear the tops. Because it's hard. And it is cooling, and it does protect the skin. So good point, Cindy.
Yeah, yard work and all that stuff too. The same deal. Wear those kind of clothes.
Yeah. So Cindy's actually ahead of me because we're talking about.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. So the next one is prevention. So we just talked about what's going to help it with the hydration, moisturizing, the rest. So preventing it, use SPF 30 plus, and some of you may be up to 50. That's fine, but at the very least, do a 30. Okay. So wear that sunscreen. Apply it 15 to 30 minutes before going outside. Reapply every 2 hours. We already covered that. Cindy already covered wear hats, the clothing with the sunscreen protection, sunglasses. That's even huge, by the way.
Yeah, it is. And polarize. And you know what? I'm very bad at hats. That's one thing. I don't wear them.
I love hats. I wear ball caps all the time, just so it's protecting my face and my eyes. But yeah, and avoid peak UV hours. I know sometimes that's impossible if you work outside, but if you've got a choice, the peak hours for UV is 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And lately, I like to go run or walk in the evenings. And so it's definitely cooler, Cindy, and then you're getting way less sun. So again, I understand some of your lifestyles aren't made for this perfect scenario, but I just want you to know what is the best if you have that choice. All right, you guys, we need to go to a station break. We're talking about sun damage, sunburn, and how to protect it. So stay with us, guys. We'll be right back.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock tariff-free coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats, and chairs in the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of American-made Telescope, Berlin Gardens, and Pollywood, all with no tariff ever. We specialize in fire pits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Right now, we're having a summer sale with lots of great markdowns and discounts on everything you need for your Florida home, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Don't forget to visit our outlet store directly across the street, filled with lots of name brand closeouts and sale items. Come in now for our summer sale and visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Welcome to Riverside Theater's Comedy Zone, where the comedy is wild, untamed, and downright hilarious. Hit the zone this Friday and Saturday night at 6:30 and 8:30 for the Treasure Coast's best live stand-up comedy show, featuring nationally recognized comedians with cabaret-style seating and food and drink table service. Buy tickets at riversidetheater.com and get ready for a night of non-stop laughs.
Blue Dolphin Pools strives to provide quality service with a well-trained staff in the field and in the office. They want you to know that your pool or spa investment means much more to them than just another account. They believe you have entrusted them with your investment, and they'll do their best to see that it stays in top condition. Blue Dolphin Pool has been in business over 35 years, setting them apart from the competition. Residential or commercial, Blue Dolphin will keep you in the swim. 567-5853.
Cindy Goetz, she totally gets it. Oh my gosh, did you see my prom makeup? She so gets it.
Dude, did you see her before and after makeup on Instagram? That makeup girl gets it.
My wedding makeup was so amazing, and my makeup artist, she totally gets it.
My senior photo makeup rocked. She gets it.
You should see her new Facebook profile. Her makeup artist really gets her.
My eye makeup is so on fleek. Thanks, Cindy Goetz.
Cindy Goetz Makeup Artist, 772-633-4030.
She gets it!
guys, it's Cindy Goetz. Welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio, where it's all about his beautifying Vero Beach. We want to thank Dale Sorensen Real Estate for making sure we always get on air and be able to share these great stories with you and how to improve your life, how to beautify your life. So whether you're buying or selling a home, they can take care of you. They've been family owned since 1978. They are at 772-231-4712. You can also find them at SorensenRealEstate.com. You guys, they have 200 agents and over 12 locations in Florida, over $1 billion in sales. They know what they're doing. So be sure to reach out to Dale Sorensen Real Estate. We also want to thank Varietals and More for making sure we have lovely beverages on our show for our guests. So thank you, Varietals and More. And if you want to go see Rob and Michelle, tell them Beauty and the Beach sent you, and you can get a 10% discount. Thank you, Varietals and More. All right, we are finishing it up with something that is so huge in Florida and something I've never really touched on, and that is sunburn. And as I started the show, we were talking about, a gentleman that got a severe burn lobstering in the Keys. And by the way, the daughter did say, Cindy, that he never wears sunscreen, which I know. I mean, there are those people, but as we said, there are options. You can get those UV shirts. Mm-hmm. Cindy, you're a swimmer, and you were just saying you switched from a swimsuit to the UV shirts. I
did. I switched to them because I am not the world's best at remembering or putting on sunscreen. And I said enough already, I was back in the day, always getting a suntan. And now I'm like, especially in Florida. But the other thing, too, is the time frame that you're in. I'm not saying that it's a good thing if you don't put sunscreen on. It's not. But just be mindful of how long you've been out there, too.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, you can have fun in an hour or so, but be mindful of, the time.
Well, and I was telling you, too, I've switched to a spray sunscreen because I don't know if this has ever happened to you. It's happened to me where I try to, let's say, put it on my back, right? And then I get a sunburn and I basically have a handprint back there from where I didn't get the sunscreen smoothed in back there. Like you have this big, giant white spot. Have you ever had that? Where you're like, miss a part of the back of a leg, and it's just like you knew that's where your hand was and you didn't rub it in. So I don't know. I feel like the spray is a little easier to kind of get to all those crazy spots. But
right. Plus your legs too, the back of your legs. I always forget that. The top of your thighs. I forget that.
Yes.
I do. And even in the water. So I try to swim at 7 a.m. so I don't have to really worry about that kind of thing. But sometimes I go in the afternoon and I forget that. I mean, I was like, my arm got burnt. My face got burnt a couple of days ago from just being in the sun for 15, 20 minutes. In the water. You think in the water you're not going to get it, but I did.
So back in the day, and I'm embarrassed to say this, but we're going to be wrapping it up. When I first moved to Florida, I'm from Virginia. When I first moved to Florida, Cindy, my biggest goal, I was very, aspiring, whatever. I wanted to see how big of a tan line I could get. That to me was my biggest goal. So, the darker my skin and the whiter where my bikini was, I was thrilled. It was like a badge of honor, to have a great tan line, like the little copper tan girl, with the little white booty. I just wanted, the whiter my booty was, the more excited I was. But now I realize I was just I was radiating my skin. But I will say what I miss, Cindy, I miss the smell of copper. What was it? Copper tone?
Oh, yeah.
Gosh,
totally unique. Yeah.
That coconut oil. It just was like
Summer.
like vacation in a bottle.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody,
and we're both from up north, so when I would spray that meant vacation. I was on the beach. I was laying out. Gosh. Brings back good memories.
I miss it.
Can't do it now.
Well, you can, but you shouldn't. Let's say.
Well, that's true.
Let's say that. You shouldn't do it. Yeah, we're just smarter. But the clothes are cool.
The clothes are cool. I have an O'Neill. I look like a surfer, and it's. I love it. I actually had somebody stop me on the beach and said, "Are you a lifeguard?"
See,
I used to be. I guess I could. You still are. I don't know. You're saving lives.
Retired.
I couldn't say that.
No, don't say that.
I'm not working today.
Not working today.
You guys, get your sunscreen, get your sun shirts, protect yourselves. We want to keep you around because we love you. You guys have a great day.